Hi. Hi, everybody. Okay, now that Zoe stopped watching, um, I'm going to be doing the clean slate tag. Um, Started by Catalyst Reads, I think. I was tagged by Richardson Reads. Uh, I love clean slates. Um, they're easier to work with than dirty or muddy slates, so this should be very promising for me. Um, Dirty slates are just horrendous and awful. So, are there any genres that you are going to read more or less of in 2018? I think I'm going to be reading more um, fantastical stuff. The majority of the stuff I read is typically typically not like lately but typically is man is his own worst enemy kind of thing. Like that's like the underlying theme, um that like it's not supernatural, it's some dude. So whether it's fantasy, sci-fi, horror, mystery, I kind of want to start reading more things that are fantastical. Um, I kind of like that idea. Um, and I also want to read um, more pulpy stuff. Like, not just like, we'll get to that in a minute. Um, are there any books you have recently read that have changed or challenged some of your own philosophies or beliefs? Hey, look, my head's way over here. Not really, but the only book I've read this year that like knocked me out, like because of just like one little thing in it, was Clockwork Orange, and I just did a thing on this not too long ago. I don't know if it was like a Clockwork Orange review or if it was just like in a um, wrap up or something like that, but I think that a lot of people could take a lot of stuff out of this for what the world is like right this second. Um, it The thing that is just getting me, I guess, is how, I guess this is about as political as I'm gonna get on here, but how free speech advocates are trying to um, curtail what people can and cannot say. Um, like I've talked about this before, but the word problematic is like the most problematic word in the world. Like I really, as soon as someone says something's problematic, like the like rebel against authority person in me like wants to like say that word 90,000 times. And it's not to be a dick to anyone other than that one person. Like I don't know how this turned into this again, but like honestly, like I have political beliefs, I have political views, whatever. Um, but they're very broad and many things could fit underneath them. And I'm more, if someone wanted to say something about an activist or something, it's against individual people who I think are completely ridiculous. Um, and just so everyone knows, I'm not talking about comic books, in case that was like the thought in your head. Um, if it's just that I'll leave it at this. If we're gonna have like freedom, then everyone needs to have freedom. And that is so fucking vague, but because of all of the people on social media and YouTube who like to misquote and take one thing someone says and run with it, I'm going to shut up now. But Clockwork Orange is basically talking about right now, is what I think. So we are in the dystopian milk bar at this moment. Um, that was a very loaded question. Huh. Okay. Um, who would you recommend for a newbie to watch? I wouldn't recommend anybody because and I'm not saying that in a shitty way, but when I first started watching BookTube and I knew it was a thing, and I started searching people, the first like 10 people I followed, like I don't really know why I started following them. Because like I wasn't into what they were reading. I wasn't into them as a person. Well, that's not true. Some of them were pretty funny. Because, like, I think the first people I followed were, like, I can't remember what her name is. The Book Owl or something. That girl from Australia. Emma Books. That one guy with the black hair who does more skits than anything, and he's really hyper. Peter Likes Books. And I think those were... Oh, and Drinking by My Shelf. That's actually pretty funny. But, so it was... I was, like, totally wanting to start a BookTube channel because I was looking for something like what I do, and I couldn't find anything. So I was just like, oh, well, maybe, like, BookTube is, like, mainly for this right here. So then, like, I put it off for, like, a month. And then all of a sudden I started slowly finding people that I really, really enjoyed. And then I felt more comfortable going through with it. So, I don't know. Because, like, everyone's into different shit, you know? And if you want to find out ideas, you could just type in, like, BookTube or whatever, and there'll be pages of ideas for videos, you know? So, I mean, I think it really just depends on what kind of people you like to watch and what kind of books you like to watch. I know that, like, because there are people that I watch that I have no interest in their books, but I enjoy them as people, and could watch them talk about anything for hours. So, I think it's just fucking watch BookTube. Okay, well, we'll stick with that. Do you have a reading book bucket list? I do and I don't. It's not like I need to read this book. It's that I have to read everything that this author wrote. So I have like a list of authors that I need to read every single thing that they wrote. And that's just because I'm kind of OCD and kind of crazy. So that's me. What is it about BookTube that has surprised you the most? Probably the fact that it exists. Because, like, I had no idea that there was anything like this. And I know that just sounds like stupid. Like, how could you not know? I mean, there's dinosaur erotica. Like, how could you not know there would be something like this on the internet? And it's basically because I didn't look for it. And it just goes to show you, if you look for something, you're gonna find it. So, suck on that. What are some of your goals? Doesn't have to be related to BookTube. Whoa. I have stacks of books and I just realized they're going like this. They're gonna fall. But if I do anything right now, they're gonna fall. I'll try to ignore it. What was the question? Oh, my goals. I want to start purchasing old pulp magazines and collecting those as well. Um, I've never wanted to because I thought if I started, I wouldn't stop because that's usually how things are when I collect them. But I have a booktube channel now, so suck it, me. Um, there. If you could meet Dead or Alive, the band Dead or Alive, you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. That'd be awesome. Let's just leave that question like that, because it's pretty awesome. I'll finish the question. If you could meet any writer, artist, or musician, who would they be? Well, I don't know if meeting is the right word. If I could be invisible and go back in time and watch how some of these like writers who were writing like 15,000 words a day of great shit. That would be what I would want to do. I want to be invisible, go into a time machine, and like hang out in like Isaac Asimov's house and just watch his daily routine. Go to Vonnegut's house, go to Lester Dent's house, go to see Edgar Wallace, and Edgar Rice Burroughs, of course, and Carter Brown. Oh my god, that'd be so sick. Um, and then like go to H.P. Lovecraft's place and be really scared that he'll see me and like try to like eat me or something. Um, oh my god, that'd be so amazing. Fuck, I want to be invisible so bad sometimes. Sometimes I think I'm invisible. I'm a pretty big dude, and motherfuckers bump into me all the fucking time at the store. And it's like, I'm like huge. How did you miss me? Like, how did you not see me? You know? And it's like, you'll see them coming from down the aisle, and you know they made eye contact with you, or you think they did, and they still bump into you. It's like, how did you look at me? I look like a lunatic. Zoe is afraid that people are gonna like. Some of her coworkers think I want to murder them because I don't say anything to them. I haven't been properly introduced. I got shit on my mind. I'm not wanting to murder anybody, but I'm just saying, like, what the fuck, you know? I stick out kind of like a sore thumb, especially in the winter, and I'm wearing flip flops and a fucking tank top. Um, let me see. God, I really want to be invisible and have a time machine now. Fuck, if I was invisible, oh my god, I'd have so much fun. Like it's that question, like, would you rather be invisible or rather fly? I'd fucking rather be invisible and then find someone who could fly and then hide on their back. I know invisible doesn't mean weightless, but that would just be funny. Like there's a dirty joke. Do you want to hear a dirty joke about Superman? I'll tell you. You might already know the punchline. So Wonder Woman, okay, is sunbathing in the nude on the roof of a building. And Superman's flying by and he's like, wow, I could go down there right now, tap that, like with super speed, and be out of there before she even knew what hit her. Okay? So he gets ready, he goes down there and is like, boom, 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 and then flies off. And Wonder Woman's like, what the hell was that? And the Invisible Man goes, I don't know, but I am sore. Um, so that's pretty funny. Um, yeah. Boy, I told a joke. Okay. Which is weird because I usually don't know jokes. And the fact that I had a conversation with you and then came up remembering a joke was pretty amazing. Um, would you rather have your life written by your favorite author or be portrayed in a movie by your favorite actor or actress? I don't know if Gwyneth Paltrow could pull this off. Um, but if Zach Galifianakis and Ted Danson had a baby, then I would let them play me. Um, I don't know if my life is interesting enough for like a biography, but you could take a bunch of weird shit that I've done and put it together for like a hour and a half movie, or even a like 45-minute special on ABC or something like that. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think that'll be kind of how that goes. Um, oh my gosh, could you imagine that if like, what's that chick? Kate Blanchett? Is that who does it? No, Tilda Swinton, who plays guys all the time. If Tilda Swinton played me, how would she pull it off? I don't think she's that good of an actress. I'm pretty amazing. Yeah, think about it. She wouldn't be able to do it. Fucking Shakespeare shit. Listen to this, dude. Um, Let me see. What are some of the challenges you have had to overcome or would still like to improve upon in regards to your channel? I would like to be able to not think so much before I speak. If you watch the last video I did and then watch this video has a lot of me not thinking before I talk. So some of you might be going, I can't believe he's saying that. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. But for those of you who are enjoying yourself, this is me when I try to remove my filter. So this is kind of like an experiment for me to look at both videos and see what's what. So maybe that. I would like to be able to speak more direct. Because when I tried to speed it up, I sounded ridiculous. Okay. What advice would you give to someone that is thinking about deleting their BookTube channel? Delete, delete, delete. I would say don't do it. Because even if you want to stop doing it, unless you're like running for like city council and you said something really bad about things you do in your free time, and then at that I would just say delete that video. Like, why delete the whole thing? There's somebody who I'm not going to say who, because if you know, you know, who was one of my favorite booktubers, and they quit booktube and deleted all their content. And I was so bummed out because I still wanted to, like, I was in the process of going through all their old content, and then just one day they weren't there, and I was like, what? I was like very like, oh. So there's videos I have on here that I really don't like, and I wish I didn't do, but I leave them up there because that's what I did. You know, it's like, why rewrite history? You know, so that's just me. Who do you tag? I tag everyone and anyone. Let me see. Let me try to think of some people who would enjoy this. There are some newer booktubers that I found and I enjoy. Let me see here. DJ Legion's Bookshelf should try this. Sir Booksage, I think is what it is, but I think he was already tagged. Secondhand Shan. I'm gonna start tagging people who I don't think watch my channel, but I watch, and see if they come around to it. I also want Peg to do this. So Peg, if you're watching, do this. Doris at Aldi Books. That would be great if she did this. Russell at Ink and Paper Blog. Let's see if we could play telephone and let them know that this is like happening. That this, okay, Gwyneth Paltrow is tagging them in this video. Oh my gosh, what's the name of her channel? Is it chapter stacks? No, no, no. Climb the stacks? Actually, both of you guys could do it. I can't remember which one's which or who's who. Um, Let me see. Uh, Shades of Orange. Who else do we watch together? She's not here. Zoe's not here. I'm just looking at where she normally sits. Um, I mean, Steve, if Steve hasn't been tagged yet. Um, Steve Partridge. Um, Gosh, there's so many people. Okay, Beck's Books. There we go. Um, Boom. Oh, T Hags. I think they got tagged already. And the restricted section, I don't think they watch me. Um, so let's see. Everyone go out there and let everybody know that they got tagged by Tilda Swinton, okay? And that they should do this tag. Um, so I think that's it for today. I feel like there's more I have to say, but I probably shouldn't. So this was 3 videos today. So we'll just leave it at that. A lot of you might be thinking, "Fuck, this dude needs a life so bad," and you could be very correct. Um, but things happen, I don't understand them. So anyway, I'm gonna take some ibuprofen now, and see you later, BookTube. Talk to me down below. I enjoy that. Bye.